to Glock episodes.
Oh, they hate me. YouTube hates me, everybody. We live in some trying times. Okay.
Trying times.
I've never been a really sensitive person. As much as I can try, I have my limitations, but I have definitely hurt somebody's feelings.
Insensitivity alert.
Okay.
Insensitivity
I'm
alert.
so sorry. I have been insensitive, I'm sure, somewhere. What I'm getting at is, okay, yesterday I posted a short. Okay.
It's the show day.
And what happened was I posted the short. I put my time and effort into the short to make it look nice and pretty. And I was paying attention to my analytics, and I was refreshing it every 2 seconds. And every 2 seconds I was getting 3-4 hits. Views. And I was up to like 60 views. I was like, man, this is blowing up. This is great. And what happened? It just stopped. It stopped at like 60 something and never got any more. And I've gotten no warnings from YouTube. None. Nobody ever come to me and said, you're shooting guns. You know, I mean, nobody, you know. So, I don't know. I mean, I've got 369 of you guys subscribed. And 1 comment. So, feel free and like, subscribe, share.
Oh my God, I really like
Because that's
the
how
video.
you beat the algorithm, according to the gun folks that I've listened to. You beat the algorithm, you hit the like button, ring the bell. You know, this country's like, you know, it's ran by a bunch of sissies. You know, everybody's hurt. Their sensitivity, you know, alerts go off. And, you know, it's just not good. So, remember, I've only been doing this in the software for like 2 months. So, look at that last short. Don't get glocky. Look at that last short, and I've gotten plenty of compliments from friends and stuff, and I've got negative friends that'll tell me because
People like me, so.
Go ahead, tell me the truth. Put in the comments what you think. I mean, what do you want to see?
I really like your video.
What did you think of the video? Did you like it? Did you watch it and just swipe but click the like button? It's only a second, and if you're watching and you're subscribed, give me a solid. Hit the like button. Somebody's clicking the button to
I'm going to teach
wipe
him
me
a
out.
lesson.
And to, shadow ban. We're going to go ahead and continue onward with the Glock. I went ahead and this is unloaded. This is the Glock. I've had it for some time now. I bought it when Gen 5 first came out, and I immediately sent this out to Jaegerworks to get the serrations cut in it, and also the optic cut. I had sent them the suppressor height sights. They put them all on for me. Like I said, this is a Johnny Glock's trigger, and it's a really great gun. Like, I don't have malfunctions with this. It runs dirty. It's a Glock. You can bury it and just dig it back up and it'll run. Skip ahead if I'm talking too much. Okay, it is what it is. So I'm gonna run the same kind of drills. Only difference is obvious. Big difference is a different platform. So we're going from full-size VP9, Staccato C2 to a compact Glock 19. So totally different triggers, feels different, but I gotta say I really like a Glock. And everybody goes back to a Glock. They can trash Glock every time they come out with a new gun. It's a Glock killer. Yeah. So I'm gonna add some more tiddly bits to the videos. I know you guys want to see something else other than standing and shooting. So I kind of run around. I've been in the prone. I've gotten out of the prone. I've done running drills. What else? I mean, I've transitioned. I mean, you tell me what else you want me to do, and I'll add it to the repertoire, right? So just let me know, and we'll add it in there. And I mean, the video editing is getting better. I'm learning a software program that I really like that's $300, mind you. And I haven't bought it yet. The trial runs up here in a week or two for being suppressed by YouTube and shadow banned. Nobody can see them. What am I putting this time in for? Well, I'm learning the software program. And it's fun. But also this training, this video editing that I thought it was going to get in my way of training, it's actually making me better because it's forcing me to try different things so I can keep up on. Like, you can't post the same stuff every week. So, You know, the headshots are going to continue because I like shooting at 7 or 8 yards. About 8 yards, actually. That little square. So, this is Thursday. And it's only a few minutes for you. Is days away for me. You're just a few minutes from greatness. Until then, see you Saturday.
Insensitivity alert. Insensitivity alert.
Good morning. It's Saturday. It is range day where we drop that brass in the grass. It's a little chilly, so I'm wearing a garment here. I'm going to have to practice, make sure I can defeat the garment, right? We're going to go ahead and we're going to stick with some paper first, like we did last week with the Staccato. 2 squares. I'm going to shoot 1 square here, transition over, another 5 here, mag change, and I'm going to shoot the 3 in the circle and see if I can get them all. I didn't quite get them all last time. Not really going to get them. We are going to be running the Glock. I've got a couple extra magazines here. And you might ask, well, what's those big long ones for? That's what she said. Well, they work. And I have another reason we're going to be using these. If you can guess me, put it in the chat. Make a comment. Like, subscribe, and share. So yeah, that's going to be a good time. I also have this magazine here. This one has a, I think it's Vickers. I don't know. I'll have to remember who makes these. Maybe you can tell by the emblem. Also, I got a new piece of kit. You might remember I had an issue with the camera on my head when I was trying to run. It bounces and it starts to fall down. It just wasn't working. I found this thing online. I got it from DJI, the manufacturers of the camera itself. And I can put the camera here now. So when when you want to see those
Like,
in
subscribe,
person
and share.
views, and I'm running and gunning, right? So let's get out there in the range. 5 yards. All right, so I had a failure. All right, not so great. All right, take 2. We're at 7 yards. I'm gonna practice those headshots we've been working. Let's see what happens. Whew, a little low. That was better. Low again.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Yes.
I don't know if I hit the top left or that went straight in the middle.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. It is not locking back. It's like 5 relatively slow shots, but not super slow. take a couple shots at the 25. I'll take a picture where they're landing. No idea. No lockback. Wow, no lockback.
Miss. Miss. Miss.
Random shots. I don't know. See if it holds up this time. Looks good.
Miss.
Day 2. Yeah, there's going to be a day 2 here. I don't know what I'm going to do with day 1
Like,
footage yet.
subscribe, and
I don't
share.
know if I'm going to keep it up. I'm probably going to keep up pieces of it, but I had just all kinds of failures, and I just don't want to hold up everybody's time watching, nothing worse than having a long video with just minimal action. And then the action footage I got. So the failures I had was one, the camera necklace was fine, I thought, but I didn't have it tight and it dropped.
Let me know how this
Right.
camera's working.
I'm going to keep that up. The other issue that I'm having is the camera sits about right here. When I'm shooting, my arms naturally just cover up the target. So I have to have another. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I think I'm good at distance, like the 25-yarder from shooting that. You're going to probably be able to see that. But I'll keep putting the target that I'm shooting up on the right-hand side as I'm shooting it anyway. Having some striker, light primer strikes. I had a couple of those. Other than me sucking, you know, the mechanics just, you know, I'm having a problem with this thing. It locks back, but any slight, I think what's happening is, if any slight pressure, it's almost like that spring right there. This is the OEM one I'm going to put back in. It's almost like the spring is weak. There we go. Yeah. So I'm probably going to take this apart. So it's out. Just put this one in. I mean, we could see, you know, if it runs a little better with it, you know, if it'll, sorry. Simply, I was just, all right, so I got a square on the left side, a square on the right side, and a circle in the center. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mag change, 1, 2, 3. And it's probably going to be slower in the circle, obviously. Well, you'll notice that during the bill drill yesterday, I shot 6 times and my cadence was off. 2 of them went way up in the air. And then I swapped over and got all 4 in the box. And then when I did my mag change, no, I didn't get a lock back, but when I did the mag change, I had a light primer strike. So it was all over the place, man. Let me see something here. Oh, dummy. So it's the same thing. It's probably just my grip, I think. It is, it's 805, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Yesterday, and you'll notice in that bill drill, I shot a grouping like that, but it was to the left. And then when I shot 25, like I'm shooting to the left. So I moved it over like 6 clicks, and then that last picture where I shot and it said not terrible, but it's not great either. At least I think I need to move over like 3 more clicks. So I'm going to do it again. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move over 3 or 4. I'm going to do 4 clicks. All right. The dots, there's no parallax, and I understand that it's not supposed to just, it doesn't have to, or it's not supposed to line up with your irons. Because the sighting system is different, the way the line goes, the trajectory there.
Like, subscribe,
But
and share.
I mean, so mine goes to the left. It's actually to the left. If I'm looking at the dot, if I'm looking at my irons, all right, My dot's over here. Like not far, not that far, but it's just slightly, it's like right here. Right. So a couple things I'm going to be working on with this. I got to figure out what kind of footage I want to do with this camera. If I'm going to use the head thing, I might mess around with it a little bit, and we'll take it from there. I mean, I'm already at 12 minutes here. This is a lot going to have to be. So, excuse me. I'll see you out in the range. Hi. Seems pretty good to me. We're going to leave it there. Staying alive.
Subscribe and share.
Four or five of those bells. I think this one. Leave them out there all the time.
Yes.
But I posted for you guys. I post the worst. All right, as usual, left a bunch out there.
Like, subscribe.
Suck it. I mean, I'm feeling a little better. That was going to be an issue, you know, going back to that striker-fired Glock, you know, from a lot of work I'm going to have to stack. From a Prodigy. Shoot this some more. And I feel like I was more proficient with it before I got hooked on the 2011 thing. Take this thing off. So this is what I'm using now. I like this better than the necklace because the camera sits up about here and all you see is my hands. And the head one just slides down. My head gets sweaty and it ain't. Yeah, I'm going to have to swap out this. I'm going to take the other striker out and just put this one in. Although I'll say, yeah, I didn't have any light primer strikes on the self-defense ammo, so maybe I'll leave it in there. Because having a light primer here and there and some range ammo, light primer strike, is not a bad thing. It forces you. You saw that last one when I'm on the move and I had a light primer. I just racked it and kept going. And look at the footage. Decide what I'm going to put up. I can't have a 30-minute video, man. I can tell you if I'm going to be attacked by somebody, I'm in an altercation, and I need to defend myself, I'm going to win. I can do it. I can shoot the thoracic cavity of a human-sized torso at 8 yards. We've seen it. I don't have a problem with that. So, and that's I'll shoot a thoracic cavity. No problem. I like the second of today. Build up. Yeah. Even though for some weird reason I went to do a mag change after the 5 and I had 5 more in there to do the second box. I don't know what I was doing. But, I'm going to take a picture of it. I think I got them all but one. I threw one.
Miss.
Low left in the circle. So, but this is just harder to shoot, man. But, man, it's a good gun. And it's the one that you want if you're going to go to war or you're going to go to battle and you're not going to have time to clean it or anything. Episode 2, just going to continue to drive this thing and try to get better and work on some dry firing all week. And the on-the-move thing with the 25-yarder, I like that. I'm going to make that a thing. I'm going to do that every time because I really like on-the-move because if you step down in a hole, it takes you off angle, your dot drops. It's really good practice. So I'm making things miserable for me. Really, I am. I mean, I'm going from a 2011 platform to for this Glock, and the trigger needs some work. It's beat. I need to either get a new one. I think I might do it. Just get a new trigger. I mean, I got like 8,000 rounds or 7,000 rounds through it, and it's not great. I can feel a bunch of play in it and some creep that wasn't there before. But I'm just going to work through it and just that's shooting uncomfortably, right? What do I say? Shooting uncomfortably. So with that said, it's beer drinking time. Well, not quite yet, but I'm getting there. It's what time is it? Like 10 o'clock. See what I did there? 10 o'clock. So with that said, train comfortably, train uncomfortably, train to your surroundings. But whatever you do, you better train.